Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Judith Igbo. In this video, we're going to be creating a simple classy bridal look. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me today. So without wasting much of your time, we are just going to jump right in. Stay with me guys. I'm going to be starting with this rose water toner from Mismetic to tone her face because she has a combination skin. I started from the T-zone and took the essences to the other part of her face, and I went in with this serum from this vitamin C serum. I applied that all over her face.
In a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
The next step is the moisturizer. I use this CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion to moisturize her face. This is perfect for dewy finish because I'm going to be creating a dewy finish because she has a combination skin, and that is going to suit her really well. First, I applied under her eyes, then on the other part of her face. I made sure that is well blended because you don't want to leave excess on the skin. Then I went in with my hydrating primer from Omari Code. I applied first on her T-zone, then the other part of her face. I dabbed into her face with the primer. I didn't drag. The next step is this Nuban Beauty Liquid Illuminator. So I like to apply my illuminator before my foundation and also mix it with my foundation when I'm applying my foundation. That's if I'm creating a dewy finish, because illuminator is one of the key to achieve a dewy finish. I applied that with a brush first, then went in with my beauty blender to blend that out properly. Then the next step, I went into her lip with this Vaseline Rosy Lip Therapy. You have to moisturize your lip, prep your lip as well because it's part of your face. Then I went in with this green tea hydrating spray from Kiss Beauty. I sprayed that all over her face. Then I mixed these three foundation to be able to achieve and get her undertone and her shade. These foundations are all base foundation for creating a dewy finish. So I just applied that with a brush on her skin, then went in with my beauty sponge to blend that out properly. I make sure it's well blended without leaving any demarcation, without leaving any harsh line. I made sure it's well blended.
Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but
for the cream blush, I used the red from the iMagic cream lip palette. I blended that in properly. I like using my beauty blender to do this when I'm creating a dewy finish. Sometimes I apply with a brush first, then go in with my beauty blender, but in this case I apply this at the back of my palm, then went in with my beauty blender. Then for her contour, I'm using this Nuban Beauty foundation. I think this is the darkest shade because I want her contour intensify. But even though I want my contour intensify, I didn't go in with too much product, because when you go in with too much product, it just messes up everything you've been doing. So I just make sure I blend that in properly, then I do same on the other side.
But all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
For the concealer stroke highlight, I mixed these two concealer, Xaron concealer in the shade Deep and Elegel concealer in the shade Espresso. So I mixed these two concealer to be able to get her shade. This is 2 shades lighter than her. I don't want her face overly highlighted, so I apply that on the high point of her face. The high point of the face is where the light hits when the light comes on, which is the temple, the bridge of the nose, the chin, under the mouth, and directly under the eyes. So while doing that, I just blend that out properly. I like to leave my concealer for it to set a bit, for it to get tacky a little before blending out. This way it gives me a very smooth blend. So before blending, I don't just go into the concealer with my beauty sponge. I start from the edges first before blending that out. Then for under the eyes, before blending under the eyes, I like going in with my very small blending brush before going in with my beauty sponge. This way I just blend out the concealer first, because under the eyes is not same as the temple. The temple gives you a lot of space, but under the eyes is sensitive, so I don't want to keep going in with my beauty sponge and going in with my beauty sponge. So I just prefer to use my brush, blend it first, then use my beauty sponge just to smoothen out.
Way back a year ago, I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain.
When you're done blending out your cream products, your foundation, concealer, contour and blush, it's always good to go in with your beauty sponge and try to seal that in and take out any demarcation you might have on the face. Then for setting under the eyes, I went in with my Lady V powder palette to set under the eyes first. It's a pressed powder to set under the eyes first before going into it with a setting powder or a translucent powder, whichever one I choose to set the face with. So not just under the eyes, I do that every area I need to set. For her nose contour, in this video I didn't do cream contour like I always do. I did powder contour for the nose. I always mention in my videos that I like doing nose contour with a powder. I like contouring the nose with a powder. Then I went into the face with a dark shade of powder to intensify the contour. For setting under the eyes, I mixed these two setting powder under the eyes. First, I use a small blending brush to set directly under the eyes first before going in with the small powder brush to set every other area. Doing same on the other part of the face. Set under the eyes with a small blending brush, then go into the face with a small powder brush to set it.
I ain't going back, I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet.
To set all over the face, I went in with my Lady V powder from the powder palette to set all over the face. I applied this powder every part of the face, on the blush, on the contour, on the setting powder, except under her eyes. Then for her brows, I went in with my Davy's brow pencil to do her brows. I have a detailed brow tutorial video. I will just leave the link here so you can go watch and learn how to slay your brows to perfection.
The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago. Back a year ago. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot.
Then for her eyes, I created a smoky eyes using a loose pigment from eBeauty NG. I have a full video of how I created this eyes on my channel. I'm just going to leave what it looks like here so you go watch. Make sure you watch this video, you don't want to miss it. Then I went in with this hydrating spray from Kiss Beauty to hydrate her face. This will give me that glowy doughy finish. Again, I went in with my Nuban Beauty setting spray. This will keep my makeup in one layer. After spraying the face, I let the face dry, almost completely dry. Then I go in with my beauty sponge, tapping it on my powder to seal everything in. This way your makeup is sure to stay and not move one inch. Then for her highlighter, I went in with this Jennifer Lopez Inglot Loose highlighter to highlight her face. I just used a small blending brush to tap it in. I don't want to have too much because her face is already glowing, so I don't want to have so much on the skin. So I just placed that little quantity. This highlighter is really pigmented, so you just want to take so little so you don't have so much. You can always build up if it's not enough, but you can't reduce when you have so much on the face already. So I just applied that excesses little that was left on the brush on her forehead area, on her chin, and took little to apply above her lip. Now for her lip, guys, I went in with my Eye Magic lip palette. There is a brown in the palette, my favorite. I don't miss this palette whenever I'm doing my makeup. It always finds a way to come into my makeup space, guys. So I used it to line her lip. I lined it up and lined it down. Make sure it's well blended. This is just to line the lip because we are going to be creating a pink lipstick, baby pink glossy lipstick. Then I went in with this pink from the Eye Magic palette to apply inside her lip, blending that out properly because I want it well blended and no demarcation. After completely blending that, I went in with this lip gloss from Tao's Beauty brand.
Way back a year ago.
So guys, this is it for the end of the look. Shout out to the hair solution for making this beautiful hair, Precious Bead Craft for bringing this beautiful accessories. Guys, I hope you like this video. Please drop a comment for me in this comment section. Give this video a very big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are yet to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.